I'm pretty sure this thing has decided to work today. Hello, listeners from across the void. This is DT Risden, your friendly void DJ, coming to you with yet another fantastic tale. This one is told from quite a unique point of view, as you will soon see. Let's see if we can reach its conclusion before the shadows start to grow. Today's story is told from a very opinionated point of view, a point of view I've become intimately acquainted with recently, as its author seems to be trapped here with me. How or why, neither of us have figured out just yet. But he had quite a tale to tell, but I'll let him tell you. This is Maude's Menagerie.
I've lived with a woman named Maude for the better part of 10 years now. She's a sweet old thing, retired. I'm almost certain, given her personality, she used to be a nurse or some other type of caregiver before I met her, though she's never mentioned it to me personally. She's rather short in stature and somewhat bent with age. Her silver hair is always done up in a tight little bun. The intense blue of her eyes has paled over the years, but you can still see what a warm and giving heart she has through them. She always has a genuine smile for everyone she meets, and I would hazard a guess has rarely met a stranger. Given the fact that she has such a sweet, helpful, and intuitive personality, Maude tends to attract less than honorable characters. And these characters come in the form of spirits. Most are benevolent, but some want to find something beautiful, innocent, and kind, and relish in destroying it. Oh, me? I'm Pumpkin, and I happen to be Maude's cat. Sweet little Maude isn't actually aware of these spirits that are constantly roaming her little house, coming and going, appearing and disappearing, moving in, then moving on. You see, people like Maude are almost like lighthouses. Their love, empathy, and genuineness shines like a beacon into the abysmal black. You know how on television shows, when people are close to dying, they say, "Go towards the light"? Well, Maude happens to be, for many people, just that light. Beacon and tractor beam in one, through no fault of her own. Most of the characters that haunt this place and orbit Maude's unwavering flame are innocent. Many just hang about the place and watch her daily comings and goings, comforted by her countenance. Like small children following their mother about the kitchen. They're looking for something soothing and familiar in the afterlife, until they resolve, if they ever do, whatever it is they linger for, and then move on. A few are children. One little boy likes to sleep at the foot of her bed at night, comforted by her motherly manner. A couple of teenage girls come and go, as if they were still living at home, looking for reassurance at an in-between age. An older man will occasionally appear and sit in the overstuffed armchair she uses every morning to put on her stockings, and just sit and watch her sleep, almost as if he is reliving caring for an aging parent, or perhaps a sickly wife. And then there is the thing that lives in the basement. None of these people past are aware of one another. It's like none of them share the same wavelength, so they all exist within their own personal afterlife reality, and just don't notice the others. That is, until the thing that lives in the basement makes an appearance. If they can see him or not, I am not sure, but they react to his presence. He repels them, pushes them out or away like a magnet. His sketchy black aura pulses around him like the bass from a subwoofer speaker. It makes my whiskers ache. And he wants to hurt Maude. I say thing because he, whatever he is, has lost most, if not all, of his humanity. Whether in this life or the last, I am unaware. He lurks in the basement, brooding, fantasizing, plotting. He reminds me of a cartoon wolf, having seen a pretty young girl, eyes bulging out of his head, overlong tongue lolling out of his mouth while slobber drips from his exaggeratedly large muzzle and sharp teeth, leaving a slug trail of drool wherever he goes, consumed by sexual frustration. He wants to hurt Maude, defile her, take something from her she can never get back. Perhaps even replace his missing humanity with her own. He wants to rake his overlong nails across her body and bite bleeding chunks out of her neck, arms, and breasts. He wants to have her in a carnal and eviscerative way. That is where I come in. I am Maude's protector from the violent and oversexed thing that lives in the basement. While he is purely evil, the level of ruin and obliteration that I hold in just one thin whisker outrivals him by orders of magnitude and exponentially by size, and he knows it. When he slinks up the basement stairs and lumbers, slavering and hungering towards Maude's room, I spring into action. He knows I am waiting, but still he comes. The call is just too great. My all-seeing golden eyes are repellent to him, my bristling back a warning he heeds. My flattened ears mean business, my breathy hiss his final warning. My bared teeth, though tiny, he knows could rip out his throat and send his murky spirit into an end considerably more permanent than his burst. One swat of a tiny barbed paw sends him scuttling back into the darkness below until the next time, when his otherworldly urges overwhelm what little intellect he has managed to take with him. All this while Maude sleeps peacefully in her bed, dreaming contentedly, blissfully unaware of the spiritual battles being waged in her narrow hallway. Maude is my friend. She talks to me and strokes me, and I assuage the loneliness of her later years. She has no family and never had any children. She only has me. And for the time being, that is enough. But I am getting older. I do worry about what might happen when I move on. Cats, contrary to how we may act, do not live forever. Eventually, the sand in everyone's hourglass runs out. I hope that she gets a kitten soon. Not that I would enjoy sharing my food bowl with someone new, but Maude is a very gentle soul. And sometimes, those types of people need to be, and deserve to be, protected. Especially from the drooling, hungering things that have already passed on from this mortal world.
Dear, sweet old Maude. I can see her gentle smile right now. I hope she's still okay, and that she indeed did get another kitten. It boggles the mind to know about what resides just outside the veil, doesn't it? Uh-oh, the knocking has started again, and Pumpkin is watching where the door used to be. I better get back to it before there are, consequences. This is D.T. Risden, your void DJ, signing off. Until next time.